The
I
earth
thought
is
you said
burning up.
that.
The truth is here. That's what's
That's
burning the
literal.
deception alive. Like, what are you talking about? Truth and belief? It's
Sweetheart. That's
spiritual.
literal. That's not
It's
spiritual. Nothing.
spiritual.
He gonna
It's
burn this planet up. I
spiritual.
want to know why we not burning up.
It's spiritual. You are
Okay,
burning
read
up. You can't
read
even
it.
handle the information that's given to you.
Okay,
You can't even
read it.
handle the
Let's see.
truth to the point where you won't listen.
Sweetheart, I don't care about your indoctrination.
How do you receive
You gonna have to
salvation?
show us how this spiritual.
Truth of the
Show
booth.
us how
How
spiritual.
do you receive salvation?
Accepting Jesus Christ that died for you, not the one
How
that's
you
living with
accept
you.
somebody? How you accept him if you didn't meet him?
Why he tell me it's better for you to not to see but believe? Why he say that?
How do you accept
You gonna
somebody?
contradict. Hold on, let's read it.
How do you
Sweetheart,
accept
let's read
somebody
it.
you haven't met?
Sweetheart, if YahJew said all this, let's read it. We ain't gotta argue.
How do you know the emotions of someone by reading?
Sweetheart, forget the emotions. The man said it. So since
how do
YahJew
you know
said
he said it? Truth in the booth.
You met
didn't hear him.
YahJew, Halea.
It's Haley.
You met YahJew,
I have Judah Priest. I've heard you once before.
but when
know
did
your
you meet
voice.
YahJew?
I met YahJew a couple of times face to face.
I know, but when? When was the first time you met him? It's important.
Why? Why is that important?
Just tell us when you met him, because I'm gonna tell you why it's important.
I can't give you exact dates right now, but
Then it wasn't that moving.
What?
It wasn't that moving where you can't remember the date in which you met Christ.
It is that moving.
Okay, so when was it?
Once you meet him, you're not sitting there counting the days and hours.
Well,
time to
I'm
do
not
it.
asking. Listen, why are you trying to avoid? I'm trying to get to
Judah
a
Priest,
point.
I'm not trying to avoid.
When
chill.
did you meet him?
I met him just. We had an event. I met him
In Atlanta?
Yes, I met him in Atlanta
Okay.
for the Pan African
Gotcha.
Fest.
I got you. Listen, at that point in time, the truth had been taken from him
How are you aware of that, Judah Priest?
because me and St. James took the truth from him
How?
because we discovered who he really was. See, YahJew is Lucifer who comes down masquerading as Christ because he comes after the elect.
That's already here. But okay.
I'm one of the two witnesses. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can say that, but I'm a
Well,
witness
okay,
too,
so
and I
it's the
see it
same
real.
thing as you just speaking then. So let me speak. So what it was is that we came under the same deception. We came to YahJew under the same deception as you, except the deception
No.
he had. Hold on. The deception that he came with us was the lie laced around the truth. So we had to get discernment to decide what he was saying, what was true, compared to what he was saying, what was a lie.
Judah Priest, can I ask one question before you continue? You said you had to get discernment. What happened to your discernment during that?
What do you mean what happened to you? You only get discernment for one thing, to tell the truth from the lie.
You know right from wrong right off bat.
No, right from wrong doesn't mean you know the
That's
truth from the
discernment.
lie. Oh, so now you're just going to overtalk people. Is that
No.
what you do? Is that
Continue,
what you've
Judah
been
Priest.
trained to do?
Continue,
Haley?
Judah Priest.
Is that what you've been trained to do?
Continue, Judah Priest.
Thank you. You can only get discernment to save your life. And the only way you save your life is to discern from the lie and the truth. You don't get to use discernment to pick white and chocolate milk.
What else do you use it for then?
To tell the
you say
truth
lie and
now.
truth.
To tell the
Right
truth
and
now.
wrong.
But listen, lady, I want to
Judah
tell you
Priest,
something.
continue.
Okay, I want to tell you something. You just ran into this guy in Atlanta, okay? I'm telling you something that has already been in effect. You are talking to a saint. You're talking to somebody who went to hell and got the keys from YahJew, because YahJew actually came with the half-truth. That's why
If you got
he's
the keys, why you
Can
ain't
I
fulfilled it?
finish talking?
I'm just asking. Calm down.
Well, don't ask until the sentence is over.
Sir, can you calm down?
I'm just saying, why are you being rude?
I'm not being rude. You made a statement, so I asked the question.
I
thought
didn't
we were
ask
having
the
a dialogue
question.
here. Man, chill.
Man, nothing.
Chill. It's
You've
not
been
that serious,
interrupting
Judah
everybody
Priest.
who's talked.
Sir, you came up here to talk to me.
Bruh. Okay, so then let me finish my sentence.
Finish.
Dang. So I'm just saying, you're giving us information after the fact, because there's already people who've already wrestled the truth from him. He no longer holds the truth. That's why he's only giving out carnal information.
But I'm asking
Ethiopia,
you.
the
I asked
Raisi
you.
community. God, this chick, man, you just don't want to hear the truth, do
No,
you?
Judah Priest. I was trying to ask you a question before you went on to your
Judah
next
Priest. Hold
point.
on, Judah Priest. Hold on. Look, let me
Truth in the
give you
booth, man. You don't even know what you're talking about when it comes to
Judah
him.
Priest. Cut it out, brother. I
No,
don't care
you
nothing
cut
about
it
y'all,
out.
brother.
You
Hold
don't
on.
know him.
Okay, brother. Hold on. I don't care to know him, brother. I don't really
Okay,
care.
so then why are you interrupting in the conversation?
Okay, brother. Hold
Why
on.
don't you just kick back and listen?
Brother, we don't want to hear you or her.
Well, we don't
Well,
want to hear
truth in
you
the
either.
Y'all
okay,
need to
well,
hear some truth because y'all don't have it.
no,
Truth in the booth.
it's
If
okay.
you had the truth, you wouldn't
You
be
know,
here.
Well, let
Haley,
me
I
tell you
know
the
what
truth,
you
baby girl.
have.
Hold
You
on.
are
I'm not
brainwashed.
truth in the booth. My name is Haley. I'm not your baby girl.
Okay, you right, Haley. My bad. Okay, look. Can I show you the truth? Let me show you what the truth is. Since YahJew is the word, let's find out what the word is. Let's do that.
The word
So
was
look.
made flesh.
Okay, you right. Okay, so look, because you remember, if he Jesus, he God too. So let me show you. Since you might not believe it. Let's see.
God is spirit. Christ is
Okay,
flesh.
okay, we finna find out.
Christ is the host
Okay,
of God's
okay,
spirit.
hold on, sweetheart. Look, hold
The
on,
words
look.
that Christ speak
Uh huh. Okay, hold on.
are
Look,
spirit.
this
So
St. John chapter
God's
1.
words abide
Hold
in us
on,
when we
Haley,
hear
Haley,
Christ's
Haley.
voice.
Okay, hold on. This your word. Remember, this
I'm
YahJew
not just
word,
broken
not
down to
mine.
you simple.
I don't need to write nothing down. I need you to listen.
Obviously,
All
because you
right,
know
guys.
This
so
ain't
much,
All
but
right,
this
all right,
not
ain't
enough.
all
John.
right.
Hold on.
Everyone.
This,
The plot
this
has
ain't John
been
chapter
lost.
1.
True. The plot has been lost really bad. The
Look,
plot
this
has
ain't
been
John chapter
completely
1.
lost. The plot has
In
been
in the be- in the beginning was the word, right? You say Yahju was the word.
He's still,
In the
he's also still yapping. I don't even know what.
Yeah.
Everybody's at a 10. Let's
Yeah.
bring it down.
my bad, my bad.
I'm cool.
Y'all talking about what we're letting, we're just as flabbergasted,
Right.
So
I'm just trying to figure out what's going
flabbergasted
on.
as the rest of everybody else. That's
Yeah.
first. Second, there's going to be decorum regardless. I don't care who's here to prove what point on what side. So that's why people were dropped. Because we're going to be respectful no matter what. That's first. And I'm sure grown men can handle themselves, so I don't have to mute Haley a whole bunch of million of times because it's being accomplished. But my flabbers are also gasping.
Yeah.
The point of Judah Priest coming up here and the point of James coming up here was because Haley said she's never heard testimony. That was the only point. The
right.
point wasn't for them to start arguing about their point. The point isn't for anybody to preach. Because the point of the gospel on this platform is that Jesus Christ of Nazareth came and died for our sins.
I disagree, but we could agree to
You can't be
disagree.
quiet, so
Right.
you're gone, like
Bye.
everybody else.
So I wanted to ask her a question though before she
Sorry,
went.
she's a weirdo. You know, I'm tired. I can't listen to the other one.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That was
And the Jesus
Yeah,
debate.
that's my bad. Yeah, my fault.
Yeah,
I told y'all that's Peter.
Yeah, my
yeah,
not
he
because
is Peter.
it irritated me, E, because somebody that was in your coat with you is telling you it's a coat, and you still acting like you don't get it, and like it
This
just
is
took
why
you to
we
somewhere else.
say they are given over to that delusion and that deception, and no matter what, we can listen to the testimony all day. People in the comments saying we want testimony. There's millions of places you can go for it. There's a post of all of them. You can go on St. James' page. He has everything he's saying on his post. The only point for them coming up is because Haley personally said she's never heard it. We gave her 2 separate people to tell her what's going on, and she didn't want to receive it or accept it.
Literally, like they're telling you, hey, we lived with him. We were around him. We saw what was going on. And this girl, I'm so sorry, Haley, that you are that brainwashed, but you literally won't accept in-person testimony. Like this, these are people that saw. They were there.
Well, you
And
know,
you won't listen.
Miss Maggie, they didn't believe Jesus' disciples.
True. Yeah. True.
I mean, cause Ilani, I was sure trying to tag you in the bottom, baby. I couldn't type fast enough. This went way overboard. Like, I'm one of the people that's willing to help. Like, I'll help you all day, but you have to be helpable. And I understand like having different views, and you can ask truth. I say it all the time. Well, no matter who pulls me up nowhere, we're not here to fight you. We're here to talk with you. Because maybe you can teach us something that we don't know. Not saying we're going to come over there with you, but maybe we can all learn something from each other. But when you get up here thinking you know and you don't, and then you got people that the knew this man. We lived. I don't care if I done known this man all my life. I ain't never lived with him. If somebody came and told me that man do crack and he lived in the house with him, I'm going to believe you did crack. Because this man was under your armpit. Like, I can't fathom the thought.
Proof, you show her proof, and she still doesn't believe it. That's how much they're envious. That's how much mind control he has over them. It's just like talking to a brick wall for them.
That's why I wanted them to go back and forth for longer, because that's showing you the fruit and it's showing you the point. What a part of their argument was edifying? What part of their point brought us to Jesus, brought us to God? If they don't believe in Jesus or they believe that they're Jesus, what part of their conversation was edifying? What part of it taught us anything about the Word? What part of it pointed us back to the Father? None.
She too far gone, E. She
On
is
both
too
sides.
far gone. None of it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are, the point of you being Christ is for you solely to point us to the Father and to reconcile us. That's the point of you being the mediator. So the fact that you get up there and you hide all of this behind nation building is insane. Because if you're telling me you're Christ and I'm hinging my soul upon you, you have to have more for me than building a nation in Ethiopia.
That's right.
Period.
Right.
So here's 7 key pieces of evidence supporting the existing of Jesus Christ. That is the nail of Christ where he was nailed onto.
And for those of you that don't know the size of that nail, if you go to a railroad track and you see the size of a nail in the railroad track, that's what was thrown through Jesus' hand. That's what was nailed through Jesus' hand. That's it, that's all.
Actually, I don't know how well y'all can see this. Here's evidence number 1. I'll get a little bit closer so y'all can see it.
What is that supposed to be?
It was
the existing of Jesus Christ. That y'all so claim that he did not exist. Here's the evidence right here. The first one's right here.
That's what Jesus Christ looked like? That's Jesus Christ?
There's the nail he was crucified on right there. You see it? Because y'all always have this logic of, I don't see it, I don't believe it.
Where's the rest of his body?
What? I'm giving you the evidence.
I want to see the rest of the body.
What was your point of coming up?
I also want to see what y'all had going on. Why y'all not in school?
What was your purpose of coming up? You said this the other day.
I really wanted to know what was Judah Priest's testimony because I didn't hear it and I was listening.
You know, he never got a chance to tell his part, even though we've already heard it, because she wouldn't be quiet. And
but then she had went quiet.
She was trying to preach nonsense. That's why everybody got dropped. So what did you come up here for?
But then she was quiet and he still didn't say anything.
Did you hear the end of what I just said? I said
bring St. James up here so I can hear his testimony.
I will let
bring St. James up here so I can hear his testimony.
You don't mind anything up here. If you really would like to know, he does have videos on his page if you would like to check them out.
Sorry you missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, peace and love then.
Yeah, see ya. Anywho, so
you know, it was something that I was thinking about when Jesus was crucified on the cross, and that's this, right? The Bible tells us that there was 2 other people that were crucified with him. And though it was 2 other people crucified with them, only one of them died for Out of the three, only one of them died for our sins. And you know what that lets us know? That a person that's coming in the form or saying that they Christ, they can't have a past at all. Like they can't have any blemish at all. And because of that, that disqualifies everybody who says that they're Christ. Because it's going to be impossible for anybody else to come into the world and they don't have a spot or a blemish. It's impossible. And so, that's one of the things that we also have to understand. Even while Jesus was on the cross with two other people, they still weren't qualified to take on the weight that only he could take on. And they were crucified in the same manner. Nails in their wrists, nails in their feet, in the same manner. But they still weren't qualified.
Amen.
And dang, that's what I was trying to show her. Where in Luke 24:51, it says that Jesus was carried up into heaven. So that's why I was just trying to show her, like, bro, Jesus not here, and even if he was here, that means he's coming back. Not have a whole life that we can pull up what you did in your past life. Like, YahJew was born in 1987. Like, bro, we can pull up your whole life. Christ is coming back. He shouldn't be here with you. So, and when he does come back, these things are going to happen. And like, that's what I was just trying to show her, and she wasn't trying to hear it.
Yeah, they've proved that we can't show them anything biblical. We can't show them anything. I don't know. It's like we can't show them nothing at all. They're just not gonna get it. So.
And another thing that she said something along the lines of like how I guess like an evil person can speak good, and I think Truth was saying, like the enemy Satan can't tell us anything good. He can't be holy, and she was saying yes he can, yes he can. And one of the things that I thought about when she said that, I was thinking like, all right, well, if he can be holy, then why didn't he tell Eve not to eat from the fruit, not to eat the fruit? If he was holy.
Wait,
That's
what
what
happened?
No. So she was saying that Satan could have the power to speak like holiness or speak truth and all of that stuff. And I was thinking about in the garden, if Satan was able to speak truth, then why didn't he tell Eve not to eat the fruit? But he can only speak against God. So he's always going to speak opposite of God. And every person that's in that same spirit is going to do the same thing. They're going to speak opposite of God. That's why when we
That's what I was
look
telling her.
Yep. And that's why when we look at the scriptures and we try to line up YahJew or any person that's calling themselves Christ to the word, they cannot line up because it's always going to be opposite.
She said that Satan has already deceived us and we're preaching deception. And I'm like, well, if I'm preaching what Satan goes against, how is he the one deceiving me or using me per se? Satan doesn't preach holiness. If I preach holiness, then me and Satan are on the same level.
Right.
A nice thought. You can't.
Yeah, that's like I don't get it.
Something contradictory to what he's doing. That's right. Which is being being a separatist, deceiving us, lying to us constantly. We can't wake up from this lie, y'all, if we don't put down the lie that's been given to us. We have to put it down. They basically gave us their rendition of what happened. 2,000 years ago, when the Bible clearly reads that he's going to see us face to face. It's a prophecy.
Hey, can I got a question.
Go ahead.
Are you I'm being totally I'm not trying to say it with attitude, and I don't want to come off as smart when I ask, okay? I just want to lay that down. Like, are you following YahJew, or are you enlightening us? Are you on our side? Are you opposed to?
So does this message sound like it's coming from what you believe in?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of in and out because I'm at work too, so I'm listening.
Okay. Well, YahJew Judah is Christ walking the earth in the flesh. The only way
Right.
to the Father is through him. If we don't go through him, then basically you'll never ever see the glory of the Father. You won't see it. First of all, y'all got to put down everything that was taught to y'all. I'm just being honest, right? As a brother who love y'all, yes, we've been to church. We've been told the same lies over and over and over again to where it's embedded in us. They even gave us their rendition of the lie in picture. So yes, we've been constantly told the lie. So what are we going to do? We're going to believe in the lie. So when they tell you that Jesus Christ came 2,000 years ago and Christ is here today in the last days, then guess what, y'all? You're going to miss the prophecy if you hold on to the lie that they gave you. The
Okay,
Bible clearly states he's coming in the last days. So why are we so ready to hold on to something that's a lie? You know why? Because
Okay.
we want to believe that we know more than God about God, which
Okay.
makes no sense.
So here's my question. If you say that the only way to God is through YahJew, and he the Christ,
That's correct, sis.
and he has glory, correct?
Yes, sis.
What does he need God for?
Do you hear what you just said?
What are
So
you
let me break it down for you. So
what glory does
YahJew is.
YahJew have?
I'm glad you asked that question. Let me answer that question.
You got to tell me something.
I'm gonna answer that question for you. So before YahJew was anointed, he was a man like you and I. He was born into a sinful flesh, just like you and I,
Yep.
right? We all are part of this system that's corrupted you and I about God. We've been taught deception about our Father in heaven, so we didn't have the truth. So what happened is that God anointed a vessel. Deuteronomy 18, verse 18. His spirit descended on him like a dove. He became anointed. Know why he became anointed versus all of us? Because he didn't lie on the Father.
Right.
Right? All of us been around lying on God.
So here's my
Telling
next
people
question.
things that we say we saw 2,000 years ago with my man putting up a nail showing somebody's hand been nailed to a cross, and you know a nail doesn't last that long. I have nails in my house in DC that basically are rusted. I mean, you're talking about a nail from 2,000 years ago. Brother,
Okay.
please,
So
y'all got to get out this deception. This is
so
true.
what so what I'm about to do is I'm not gonna give a statement. I just got straight questions for you. And if you can answer my questions honestly,
Go for it.
I'm a hush and I'm gonna let truth talk to you. Right? Or whoever else want to talk to you. Okay, so the Christ. We're gonna say the Christ, right? So in the Bible it says, in him dwelleth the fullness of the Godhead bodily. He is the image of the invisible God, correct? Right. And it also says that Jesus walked the earth and dwelt among us, which furthermore lets me know that Jesus has come and gone. So my question is, if we believe that Jesus has come and gone, or the Christ has come and gone, what in the world is YahJew doing? It's a two-part question. What is he doing?
Good question.
And how can he do it when he is corruptible and Jesus was incorruptible? We're not seeing where YahJew can die and get up. That's my argument. I'm okay with everything. I'm not okay with what y'all saying, but y'all cannot show me where he has died and gotten up and is worthy of us believing. Jesus has proven himself to us. Y'all got to give us something, cause what y'all giving us now ain't working. What separates him? Like, what pulls him apart? What sets him apart? Because if we're just being honest, if we're just being completely honest, There is no way that this man is 100% man and 100% God.
Can I say this, sis?
Go ahead for it. Go for it.
I want to ask you this question, then I'm gonna move on and answer your questions too. But
Mhm.
do you believe that the Bible is a prophetic book or is a history book?
Both.
Okay, so what would you say is prophetic?
Depends on what we're talking about.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to Hebrews 1:1. Can you read it up top? Is that Alini?
Her name is
Alani?
Alani.
I'm sorry, Alani. Can you read that for me, Alani?
Say what?
Hebrews 1:1.
I got you, Lynn. God who at sundry times and divers manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Now we
Yep.
made the point that he spoke in times past by the prophets. So what
Uh-huh.
do the prophets do? They prophesize about something that's yet to come, right?
Okay.
So
So
Okay.
now, ho,
so
don't go nowhere, don't go nowhere. Let me
Yeah,
walk with
we
me,
got you.
walk with me.
Yeah.
I listen to
Okay.
you, walk with me. Now go ahead and read verse 2, 1 and 2.
Had in these last days spoken to us by his
No,
son,
speak
whom
it
he
up.
had
Say it
appointed.
with some bass in your
Brother, hold
voice,
up.
bro.
Hey.
Come
Be
on,
quiet, bro.
bro.
Had in these last days spoken to us by his son, whom he had appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
Got you. So in the last days, he would speak to us by his son.
mhm.
Times past, he used prophets. Prophets are people that speak of things yet to come.
Okay, now Ed,
So
hold
these
on,
are
Ed, before you
things yet to
continue. Hold on,
come
Ed,
because
Ed, hold on,
basically,
Ed, hold on. Look,
hold
can we agree that the author here is writing in his time, not the
Yes.
last days, but his time? Because this book is very old, brother. Before me and you and our parents and our grandparents
well,
and
we
their
know
parents too.
we broke
This
down
book is way
the
old.
we broke down
No,
how this book
Ed,
came about too.
Ed. I
Don't
don't care
talk
what you
over
talking
me
about, brother.
like that,
Ed,
bro.
they had this book,
All
brother,
right,
way before.
I don't know, True. Let him answer. Let him get
Let him let,
Joy's point,
let
please.
him have it, boo. Hold on, True. Let him talk for a minute. Let him talk.
I just want him to answer Joy's question. Because we're losing the plot again.
so basically, she said that Jesus was not corruptible. Was Jesus a man, Joy? Was he? Yes or no?
100% man, 100%
So
God.
is a man not corruptible?
Meaning,
His flesh is corruptible.
no, he took
Okay.
on that.
All right. So all I'm gonna say, sis, is that basically you coming up with your rendition or the rendition that was given to you.
But
All men on the face of the earth were basically born into the same sin. The devil deceived the whole world.
okay, so
No,
here's it.
hold.
No, no.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Ilani,
Mm-hmm.
I got you. I'm good. I just want you to know that I ain't turned up right now. Okay. All right. But Jesus was conceived by purity, which means he was born pure, which also takes us back to the virgin. So, without getting off topic and without losing the plot here, um, how was your leader born?
By a woman like Galatians 4:4 said he would be.
Okay, pull me something out the whole Bible, cause y'all giving Hebrew Israelite, and I don't like that.
So you want me to tell
What
you
was his
the way
mother
you
a
want to
virgin?
hear it? Ho. You want me to say it the way you want to hear it.
No,
But you've heard
that's
it.
not what I'm
You
saying.
don't
That's
you
not what
don't
I'm
want to
saying.
hear what I have to say because it doesn't sound familiar to you, correct?
No, absolutely not.
No, okay. That's
Scriptures
the
are
new
very
song.
familiar
The
to
new
me.
song is not going to sound familiar to you, sis. Remember, it's the new
Hmm.
song. It's not something that the devil deceived the whole world with, or he marked his people with, because that deception is on your mind. You believe a man 2,000 years ago is going to come and get you if you use your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding that you have from God without having to read a book. That basically you're thinking that you're going to let him down. Well, he
So,
didn't exist. He
so,
didn't exist.
but you're not answering my question. How was your YahJew born? I'm
Answered the question.
no
He's
no no
born
no
of a
no no no
woman.
no no no
Was
no.
it a
You
virgin woman?
said you said he was born of
Born of
like
a woman.
Galatians 3:3 says.
Also, Deuteronomy 18, verse 18, he was born of the Spirit. That's
Come on,
the
brother, answer the question.
undefiled information that you guys want me. You want me to say he came out of nowhere, that a spirit got Mary, his mother, impregnated, and that
The
Prophecy a
basically
lie.
this is how he came to be.
the
This is what you want? No,
the
that didn't happen.
but what I'm saying is being born out. Okay, let's ex Mary real quick, which we can't. But let's try to see it without Mary, right? So Holy Spirit is purity, is what I'm seeing you to see, is what I'm trying to get you to see. Holy Spirit is purity. So purity plus a person equals Jesus, right? So you can't tell me that another spirit impregnated another Mary and made another Jesus. That goes against everything that Christ is. And if he says he's the Christ, if he says he's the Christ, this is what I want. The thing in the Bible that I love about Jesus, even when Thomas said, "Prove it to me," he showed him where he was Christ. Can YahJew prove to you that he's Christ? If YahJew, if 100 people came up to YahJew right now, and one of them just happened to have a a a tail of a fox tail, just the thing that Jesus was whipped with. If he can intake that 39 times, I might believe him. Because the average human would have died from the death of the lash of the third one. The cat of nine tails was nothing to play with.
Hey sis, how are you supposed to come to God? Are you supposed to come to God with a person that knows everything like you think you know? Or are you supposed to come as a child that's inquisitive, that's asking questions about things that are going on around them and want
So,
clarity and understanding? Or are you coming with your own understanding because
so
your
I can
ways are not
understand.
God's ways and your thoughts are not God's thoughts, sis?
So I can understand if you were taking me to God, but you're not leading me to God.
Trying to lead you to the Son who has
No, no, no,
entered
no.
us, who is the
You trying to
doorway,
lead me to YahJew, and that ain't
who
it.
is the Son.
Okay, you're derailing.
Hold
You're
on, Joy.
getting off
So
track.
Ed, in YahJew, so is YahJew's point to lead us to the Father?
That's exactly it. You
So
got
how
it.
does he do
The
that
only
by?
way to the Father is through the Son. But go ahead.
So how does he do that by hiding the fact that he's Christ and exalting the fact that he's just trying to nation build?
Oh, when did he hide the fact that he's Christ?
Because
Your brother is outwardly everywhere saying
he
he's
doesn't.
Christ.
We
Sometimes
saw.
he doesn't even admit it, and
No,
some
y'all,
people he does not say it to. And I'm telling you what I know. I wouldn't sit up here and lie. I
are
don't get
you?
nothing from
No,
him.
he's trying to get them to
And
think.
please,
To
oh my God,
brother, he's trying to get y'all to
why
think.
does
Y'all
he
don't want to
not
think.
say it to one? Because some of y'all have even said he didn't tell y'all. Y'all just knew.
Okay, so let me say
Why is
this.
he
That
afraid
wasn't
to
my
say
script.
it? That's one. Two, why is his point? Because also, Fred just said the point is not the Bible and being Christ and none of that. And then when we start talking about that, y'all say we should focus on the babies on the ventilators and what's happened to our people. So, if his whole point
Judah out there
should
so
be, if his
nonchalant.
whole point, I just want to finish my question. If his whole point should be that his kingdom is not of this world, our focus shouldn't be of this world. This world is a test so we can get what we're headed for, which is heaven. Why is he up here talking about nation building when that shouldn't be our point? Instead of teaching us how to seek the Father.
All right. So again, the only way to the Father is through the Son. So you have to, first of all, in order for you to see the Father, let me drop a hint on y'all. Okay? Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Father. That's the only way you're going to see him. So basically, you're not going to see him if he doesn't want to reveal himself to you, if you're not chosen to be revealed to. You have to be a witness to Christ, and God has to choose you to be a witness to him. But the thing is that you have to have humility too, people. You could have it right now, but you don't want to receive it. You got to put down the information that you currently have about God. You ever heard of that term, let every man be a liar and God be true?
Yes, and
That's right. Okay, so good. So the anointed man is not God. See, God is in spirit and truth at that point. That's when we're supposed to worship him, in spirit and truth. All right? His spirit is in the vessel because he never stopped using a man throughout the entire book. His spirit
Ed,
is
can I
in
ask
the
one question,
vessel,
Ed?
and that
Ed,
vessel speaks the truth about God. That's
okay, one question.
Hebrews
One question,
5
Ed. You
and
said
1, if you want to read that.
one question. You said that Christ has to reveal it to you, like as if he's hiding it, right? So, if he's hiding this information from us, right? Matthew 28, verse 18 says, "All power was given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore, teaching all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatever I have commanded you. And lo, I am always with you, even unto the end of the world." So, if he doesn't want everybody to know, why is he commanding them to go teach everybody?
Even according to what you think you know about God.
But I read
Hold
it
on,
to
I'm
you. I
asking a
don't know anything.
question, Truth, because I'm going to go right to what you're saying. So even with your understanding and the concept that you have of God, did everybody see him?
Brother, answer the
You're
question.
asking a question, Truth. That's it. I'm going to
Dude,
ask
I
this
asked you
question.
one. You can't ask me a
Okay,
question
I'm
like you asked
asking
me.
a question so that you can gain clarity, brother. I'm
Brother, we
not
ain't
trying
talking
to
about
be
you.
over
I asked you
you.
a
but
question
that's
about the
not what
verse.
the verse says. The
Okay,
verse
so
says that
so
he told the
Ilani, did
disciples.
everybody walk with Christ?
He
Ed,
told the
answer the question.
disciples, the ones who did walk with him, to
Answer
go
my
and make.
questions. I'm the one coming up trying to get some understanding.
Well, be quiet. How you gonna get understanding if you're nonstop yapping? Two, he told them to go to all nations and make disciples. So I'm asking even you as a disciple, why is your point to hide the Christ part, show us the nation building part, and leave out the Christ part? You're not helping me be edified. You're not helping me. The lady just came on the panel. She was crying. She was talking about her spiritual things she's been through. She was looking for some relief on your panel. I seen this with my own eyes. And instead of bringing YahJew to her, because she's coming to you to seek and she's hurt and she's distraught and lost, y'all told her to sign a petition and go on the website and fill out the contact information. So what I'm asking you is, if the point of him being the son is to heal people on this earth, take away infirmity, iniquity, all of that from him, take away sin, all of that, heal him, actually be there for him, why is your point to hide behind nation building? Y'all don't want us to talk about the Bible. You don't want us to talk about being a Christian or none of that. You want us to come ready to talk about what we're going to do for black people when that's not the point.
So can I respond now?
Go ahead.
Okay, you asked why are we nation building? Do we have to create God's kingdom on earth? Yes, we do.
No, we
Are we
don't.
trying to spread the news, the good news about God, which is the gospel of Christ walking the earth in the flesh that has to hit the four corners before the end come? Yes. We are telling everyone, but only those that could hear will respond. That's why the phrase many are called, few are chosen, because you are called yourself, but you're not grabbing it and holding on to it. You're basically holding on to the deception that the devil already deceived you with.
Was that even my question?
That wasn't even her
What is
question.
your
Was that even my
question?
He
question?
still ain't
Anybody
answered the
was
question.
that my question? Anybody on the panel, was that my question?
No.
Nope.
That was not her question.
Okay. I'm just making sure. Well, I'm other than that, I'm good. Whoever else wants to talk to Ed or
I just want him to answer the question about Matthew 28 verses 18 through 20.
I mean, he ain't answered not one question we to ask y'all.
I'm just trying to see. You said he hiding it from
It's
everybody, but
all
why is he telling us to
okay.
go preach it to
It's
everybody?
all good, y'all. It's all good. Thank y'all for having me
Hold on,
come
hold
up.
on.
It's
Before you
all
go,
good.
hold
That's
on.
what we
Before you
thought.
go,
Y'all don't want to
hold on.
hear.
Before you go, before you go, can I
No,
ask
you
you a
can.
question?
Yeah, James said he want to come up and talk to me.
No, no. But before you
go
go, can
ahead,
I ask you a
Ed.
question? Before you go. So before you go, I want to ask you a question. This is coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 24. And it simply reads, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if it were possible, even the elect." Read what
Answer that question.
this is what verse 25 says. "See, I have told you beforehand." So let me ask you this. And the person who is saying this, which we believe is Jesus, is he saying that these Christs are going to be there when he's here, or are they going to be there after he goes?
Of course, the devil deceived the whole world. He was before.
That's not what I'm
Hold on,
asking
the
you.
lie is before the truth, Dame.
That's not what I'm
And
asking
what
you.
I'm also saying is that the devil that is speaking of is many. So you got many.
Did I
Right.
just
You
ask you
got
that?
many
Did I ask you
pastors.
any question?
Dame, can I answer your question?
Did I
Just
ask
because you
you
don't understand what I'm asking or
did I
answering,
ask
brother,
you did I ask you any question about the devil?
or you just basically said showing
No,
signs
no,
and
no. That's not
wonders.
what I said.
You
That's not what I
asked
just asked you.
who? Okay.
That's not what I just asked you. I asked you, the person who is saying this, which we believe is Jesus, are they saying that the false Christ and false prophets are going to show up when he is here or when he is gone? That's all I'm asking you.
They're here. In order for him to defeat the devil,
Oh
they
my
have to
gosh.
be here while he's here.
Okay, so then why did he say I have told you beforehand?
Read it, Dame.
So he's telling you
Read
before it
it, Dame.
happens, right?
Read
Hold
the
on.
whole thing.
He's telling you before it happens, right?
Go ahead, Dame. You
Okay.
want to read the whole thing?
So you want me to go back to the scripture I just read?
Read the whole thing, Dame.
Okay. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you beforehand.
Read on, Dame.
Oh, you want me to? I can continue. Therefore, if they say to you, "Look, he is in the desert," do not go out. Or, "Look, he is in the inner rooms," do not believe them. For as the lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west, so also will be the coming of the Son of Man. So will the coming of the Son of Man be. For wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will gather together.
So, how's the Son of Man coming? Like lightning flashing from the east
Oh
to the
my!
west.
Let's
Hold
not do
on,
this.
That's
hold
not
on,
what he
hold on, hold
asked.
on.
That's not what I'm
Oh
asking
no, I'm
you.
gonna
Word
go back.
beforehand.
Can I go back, please?
Am
No,
is it,
he's asking about
Y'all
the
want to let
word.
me read? Okay, if y'all.
The question is the word.
okay,
Question
all
is
right,
the
all right.
word beforehand. That's all he's asking you about. What is the question? What does the word beforehand mean in
You
that
know,
context?
y'all are tripping. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear, and it's not going to happen.
You're
We
not
Y'all
are.
don't
answering the
understand. This is
question.
not going to happen.
How was that hearing what we want to hear? Because we want to know what beforehand means in
Well,
this
you
context.
mic'd up while I speak. Then he just said a whole thing.
Because
He
you're not
talked
answering.
about.
You're
Okay,
going all
you know
around the
what?
world and
All
back and
right,
forth.
I'm out. If that's how y'all want to do, I'll be out.
You can't answer it, bro.
That's it. No,
Answer
I
any
did
question.
answer it.
Okay, how did you
Yeah.
answer it talking about the devil when that scripture just said nothing about the devil?
All right. So basically, who in the churches are laying hands
That's
on
not what
people
this
right now
scripture.
today?
That's
I'm
not what this
basically going to
scripture.
break it down for you. I'm not going to give you
That's
what you want to
not
hear.
what this
All right. Well,
scripture
if I can't
is
say it, I'm
talking
out. I'm
about.
out.
Hey, let him
Peace. It
finish.
was nice
Just let him
being
finish.
here. Thank you.